There's something most people don't realize when they're buying or selling a home. Not every real estate agent plays the same role, and if you're not careful, you could end up trusting a double duty agent without even knowing it. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, there's something really important you should know. Not every real estate agent operates the same way, and honestly, that's a good thing. One of the first things I tell people is this: I do not represent both the buyer and the seller in the same transaction. Some agents do, and it's legal, but just because it's allowed doesn't mean it's right for you. It's a shortcut, and you deserve better than shortcuts when it comes to one of the biggest financial moves of your life. Here's the thing: if I'm representing you, I'm all in. No divided loyalty, no juggling two sides. You deserve someone who's focused entirely on your best interest, negotiating every dollar, term, piece of the puzzle with no strings attached. I'm here to advocate for you with the same energy I'd fight for my own family. Think about it. A home buyer shouldn't hire the listing agent any more than a defendant would hire the plaintiff's attorney to represent them too. In court, you would never expect one attorney to fight for both sides at the same time. You need an advocate who is fully committed to your side, pushing for your best outcome without compromise. Real estate works the same way. When the stakes are this high, divided loyalty is no loyalty at all. Trust and transparency aren't just nice ideas, they're everything. When you work with me, you never have to wonder whose side I'm on. There's no balancing act, no guesswork. I'm laser focused on getting you the best outcome, not just getting a transaction closed. Now, you might wonder, what happens if a buyer tours my listing, falls in love with it, and needs representation? That's easy. I introduce them to a trusted agent from my network. It could be another agent from my company, or it could be someone from another brokerage altogether. But it will always be someone who meets my high standards. I look for agents who are certified residential specialists, the PhD of realtor designations. RPAC major investors, those of us who put our money where our mouth is when it comes to consumer advocacy. And then you have the true industry leaders, people who don't just show up for a paycheck, but show up for their clients. I would only recommend someone I would personally hire if I wasn't a realtor myself, because when it comes to your representation, you deserve the best. Full stop. Now, some agents will tell you they can stay neutral and still help both sides fairly. But here's the real talk. Neutral isn't the same thing as loyal, and being fair to the other party has no place in client representation. Neutral means nobody is getting full advocacy. Neutral means you're giving up having someone push hard for your best interests when it matters the most. And in real estate, that negotiation moment, those few key decisions, that's where people either win big or lose big. You deserve someone who's loyal to you and you alone. Someone who isn't trying to drift between both sides like a double duty agent, keeping the transaction moving, but never steering aggressively in your favor when it counts. And here's another thing most people don't realize. Hiring your own agent usually doesn't cost you a penny more. In fact, it might even save you money because a real advocate can often negotiate a stronger price, better repairs, and smarter contract terms than a double duty agent ever could. You're not just hiring someone for the paperwork. You're hiring someone to win for you. And if your agent's number one goal isn't protecting you, they're protecting their paycheck. Choosing an agent is not just checking boxes to get the deal done. It should never be about treating your representation like a commodity. There's a wide spectrum of knowledge, investment, and sophistication in the agents you have to choose from. If you're not getting great information, smart advice, and real advocacy from an agent before you ever even sign anything, you're likely heading straight into a transaction with a commodity agent, someone who's just seeing you as another file to close, and that's a risk you don't have to take. If you're interviewing agents, and this video counts as part of that, here's a great question to ask. Will you represent both the buyer and the seller in the same transaction? But don't stop there. Ask them, if a buyer wants to purchase your listing, how would you handle it? Or how do you maintain loyalty when there's a potential conflict of interest? Their answers will tell you a lot. Advocacy isn't just a buzzword. It's how real estate is supposed to work. I don't do this because it's easier. Honestly, it's harder sometimes. The easiest path would be working with myself on the other end of the transaction. Y'all, I can be a blast to work with, and I'm super organized. But doing what's easy for me doesn't mean it's right for you. I take the high road because my clients are worth doing the right thing for, every single time. This isn't just about houses, it's about protecting your future. It's about making sure you have someone in your corner when it matters most. Advocacy over transactions, relationships over paychecks. Your move is not just another transaction, it is part of your life story. Whether you are right-sizing, relocating, moving toward the next chapter, you deserve someone who sees the big picture and fights for it. Loving where you live matters, but loving how you got there makes it unforgettable. And when you have the right advocate by your side, the entire journey feels different, clearer, more confident, and truly yours. If you're thinking about selling, buying, or right-sizing, whether it's happening next month or next year, let's talk. We'll walk through your goals, your timeline, your questions, and make sure you have a clear, confident plan built around your needs.